InDesign is a graphic design software that is part of Adobe's Creative Cloud service. It focuses on designing flyers, brochures, and other documents you might want to create for either print or digital publishing. When you first open InDesign, you'll see a menu like this asking whether you want to open an existing project or create a new one. If you know what preset you want to use, you can select or search down here at the bottom. Let's go ahead and click on Create New. From here, we have a few tabs that will give us some preset options. The Recent tab and Saved tabs will show you presets you've used in the past. The Print, Web, and Mobile tabs will give you presets that are typically used in each format. On the right, we have some options we can change, such as our units, orientation, dimensions, and so on. Let's say I want to design a standard print flyer. I'll go to the Print tab, and I'll select the letter preset. So here we are with the default InDesign template. Keep in mind that these lines on the edges are guides and they're not going to show up in your final project. Let's start by adding some text. For this, I'll navigate over to the Type tool here, or I can tap the keyboard shortcut T. Now I'm going to select an area that I want my text to occupy. Doing this will create a panel for your text. Using InDesign can come down to just creating panels and adding media and text to manipulate them and achieve your design. Now that we've created this panel, we can see that the Properties menu to the right has changed. We can now use this section to edit our text. First, let's go ahead and type out some sample text. Now I'll highlight the text and change its properties. Let's go with a different style font. And let's change it to a 70-point font. Also, let's go ahead and center it. So now we've created a nice big heading for our flyer. Now let's add some media to our project. Let's go to the File tab and select Place. From here, browse your documents for the media you want to add. Once you've selected it, drag out a panel for the area it will occupy, just like we did for the text. One thing that's important to note is the function of the Direct Selection tool here. If I move my media here, this isn't going to move my panel, but it's going to move the location of my media in the panel. If you want to move the entire panel, let's use the Selection tool above it. You can adjust your frame, or double-click the media inside your frame to transform that. If you want to create a frame to paste content into, you can do this using the Rectangle Frame tool. If I click and hold, I can get different shapes for frames that I can create. Now that I have this selected, let's go and create a round panel here. Now, just like before, let's go to File, Place, and select the media we want to add. The content will auto-adjust to your frame, and we can tailor it further if we want. The Hand tool here will change the area that I'm looking at. You can use the Pen tool to create lines or shapes, or the Pencil tool to draw them freehand. If you just want to make a few lines, you should use the Line tool instead. If you want to make exact shapes, we can use the Rectangle tool here, or press and hold for more shape options. Let's go ahead and fill this rectangle in with black. Now, what if I wanted to create a gradient between black and a different color? Well, InDesign's gradient tool can accomplish that for you. Just drag it across the shape, and it will create a gradient automatically. If you want to open a window, you can go to Window and select which one you want to open. For example, let's right-click to close the Properties panel, then we'll go to Window, look for Properties, and select it to reopen it. To export, go to File, Export. This file menu will appear, allowing you to select a save location and file type. Next, you'll see this window giving you some further exporting options such as presets, selecting pages to export, and so on. That's the basics to navigating Adobe InDesign. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to the TSW YouTube channel for more.